Hey, Dan Pierce here. You may know me as Single Dad Laughing. You might know my Facebook page or my blog. I just wanted to make a quick video and welcome you to the team. I am tired. I'm exhausted. I have been working so hard all week to get Slap Laughter cranked. You may be a contributor for Slap Laughter. You may be a contributor for my favorite daily things. Either way, you're a contributor on our team, and I'm so happy to have you here. One of the best parts of working on this kind of stuff is that I can be, scruffy, and I can be sitting here in my awesome sweatpants, and I can be comfortable, and I can work at 11 o'clock at night or 4 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. That's one of the best parts of doing this kind of work. Anyways, welcome to the team. I trust my managers. I trust them to find incredible people, and I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you're one of those incredible people. So thank you for joining my team. Our team. This is a team. These websites are not blogs for anyone. There's no individual anything. Our job is to entertain a lot of people. I have over 2 million people following one Facebook page, and I have around 400,000 people following another Facebook page. We just launched a third Facebook page. That's a lot of people to create content for and to keep constantly in their feeds and in their minds. And that's why we always have to remember that everything we do is working with the masses. As you create your blog posts and as you create your listicles and all of that kind of stuff, you're going to be very tempted. I'm predicting this right now. You are going to be very tempted to make it personal. You're going to say me, my, I, mine. Don't do that. It's all we, us, our, ours. Everything is a team. Pretend like you're writing from the perspective of a team. As you create your content, think, is this something the masses will want to read or view or laugh at? Is this something that a broad scope of people, everyone from rich people in New York to hicks in Hillbilly Town, will they see this title and this description and this content and laugh? Will their lives be better? I want you to think about that constantly. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about everyone. It's about the whole world, really. Yes, millions of people don't even come close to being a majority of the world, but it's a big sampling, and it spans a huge group of people. So remember that, and work as a team, work as a group, and step outside of yourself. This is a really tough thing for people to choke down. It was a tough thing for me to choke down many years ago. For the most part, nobody really cares about you and your feelings and your thoughts. They just want to be entertained, and that's okay. Let me tell you a little bit about why I think that's okay. When I started my blog, Single Dad Laughing, almost 8 years ago, it was all writing. I was an author. I was a writer. It got very big very quickly. I got a huge following, and as a writer, it is incredible to have people read your words and to love what's coming through your mind. Anyways, it wasn't shortly after that smartphones really became just a necessity in everyone's pocket. Smartphones changed everything. People don't read anymore. People don't have time. They have so much distracting them now that the thought of sitting down and reading a blog post, reading a book, just doesn't happen. They used to sit on the toilet and flip through a magazine, flip through a book, catch up on blog posts on their Palm Pilots. It used to be good. But then smartphones came along, and now they're playing Bejeweled and fighting dragons and playing Scrabble with their friends and all this kind of stuff. And people don't read anymore. People don't necessarily care. There's so much competition out there that unless you're a personality that people really know and have latched onto for years, they don't necessarily care about who writes it. They just want to be entertained. That's not to say you're not important, because everything is so unique to you. You need to make everything your own. You need to take joy and pride in making the masses laugh, not in making the masses appreciate you, but in making the masses appreciate what you've created. I've said for a long time, I would much rather have my work be famous than for me to ever be famous. That's what I strive for every single day. I had a hard time when, boy, it just kind of like crept in there where people stopped caring about reading. We're not hiring authors here. I kind of had to stop being an author a long time ago. Yeah, I'll still write stuff, but that's more for me than anything. But when that whole shift kind of happened, and all us authors and all us bloggers were trying to hold on, we were trying to desperately grasp on to the past, to how things have always been, to having people love our brains and love what we do. Well, most bloggers just kind of died out. Most writers have been dying out because people don't want to change. They don't want to adapt. What became really popular? Listicles. 25 ways. Blah, 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 blah. 16 different pictures of blah, 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 blah. You know what? I fought that. I hated that. Oh, it was so mindless. Why? Why are people stupid? I used to think things like that. But you know what? They're not stupid. I enjoy stuff like that now. I didn't used to. But the truth is, we have so much going on in our lives. It's harder to make a living. It's harder. We're pulled and stretched in so many directions. Getting to the end of every day is stressful. Can we just agree on that? Making enough money is often stressful. Keeping the pipelines going, the life pipelines going, is so stressful sometimes. And at the end of the day, and at lunch, and while sitting on the toilet, and while waiting in line at restaurants, do you know what people like? People like a break from it all. People like to just be there, but not have to think too hard. They like to laugh. Anything that can make people laugh is something people gravitate towards. Think about that and make people laugh. Eventually, I didn't want to go extinct, and I started looking. I started playing the game a little bit, realizing that there was a lot of traffic in listicles and things like that. And I stopped fighting it, and I tried a few, and I hated it. After a couple months, I made more money than I ever had before, and I shut it all down because I was being a sellout. No, that was stupid. Money's awesome. And if I'm creating content that people enjoy, even if it seems mindless and stupid, then I'm not understanding correctly how this all should work. It was only when I was able to look at the comments and stop caring that people knew who I was and knew that it was my thoughts and my brain and my work, when I just said, I just want to entertain people. I just want to make people laugh. And I started doing batches of daily memes, and I started more listicles. And you know what? I started getting my inbox flooded. I still have my inbox flooded constantly with people saying, you are my escape. Your page is my escape. I come here every day several times because you don't post things that are stressful. You don't post about news and politics and all these things. You're my escape. And that's what we are. We're people's escape. That's what these websites are all about. Some of it may seem kind of mindless. It doesn't have to be. You can make anything smart. Even stupid stuff can be smart. But the point is, you need to go into this trying to entertain people. Make them laugh. Make them forget the stresses of their day. Oh, that's the greatest gift you can give someone, is to just help them forget the stresses of life for just a minute. Do you know how many people go through this life and hardly ever get to laugh? A lot. And that's why Facebook is such an incredible tool. And that's why these websites are so incredible. Because just for a brief moment, you can take the stress out of someone's day. I've beat that dead horse enough. Just know that I believe it. I think that it's a noble work to make people laugh and be entertained. This world is going to be a better place if more people are happy, if more people have stress relief. And that's what we're offering them. So forget yourself. I'll forget myself. And let's work as a team. And let's entertain the masses. Catch the vision. Make some money. I'm doing pretty well in life. I'm really thankful for my life. I love money. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope you love money too. I only want people on these teams who love money. You don't have to be rich to love money. You don't have to have lots of money to love money. Just love money. Have a healthy relationship with it. Why are you working if it's not to have money to be more secure or to buy fun things or to, buy some ridiculous thing that spend your money. Money's awesome. Work hard so you can play hard. I want to share as much of what I've built with other people. That's the second biggest reason I built this website. The first biggest reason is money. There's nothing wrong with money. I want to make as much as possible. I can't do that all by myself. I only have so many hours in the day that I can make money. So I need good people. I need awesome teammates. That's all of you. And I want to share the money I make with all of you. And so I, along with the Tobians, we've created pay structures that can pay you and pay you pretty well to crank out a lot of awesome content that will make people laugh and bring you a nice paycheck every month. A nice source of side income that you can do at any time. You can do it in your sweats, and you can do it when you have the flu, and you can do it in the middle of the night. Just do it. Let me tell you who we want and who we don't want on this team. We want people who are self-driven. We want people who are excited to make $50, $100 here and there. We will pay for what content is worth. And we will let you create as much as you want once you've created a few posts for us and we know that you know what you're doing and that you have the right, vision of what we're trying to achieve. We want people who don't get jealous of their teammates who get the bonuses or their teammates who have super high traffic on their posts. We want people who are cheerleaders for their teammates. We want people who can look at what their teammates do and say, I can see why that worked. I can see why I can learn a few things from this. That's who we want. Let me tell you who we don't want. We don't want anyone that we have to nag. We don't want anyone that we have to reteach the same things over and over. We don't want anyone who's not willing to take the resources that we've given and learn from them. We don't want anyone who slops together content. But I don't think any of those things are any of you guys, because I trust my managers and I trust that they got us some incredible teams. I will tell you that there's nothing I love more than sharing when times are good. I know the Tobians, my business partners for Slap Laughter, and I know that they feel the exact same way. So, yes, you can make money creating posts. It's a great side income. But we're always going to have awesome contests, and we're always going to do awesome things and have little bonuses here and there and reward. When you help us make money, we want you to make more money. We want to share whatever you help us make. I think that's pretty fair, don't you? I do. Anyways, listen, I am stretched so thin that I can't. The reason why we have managers is because we don't have time to be in the groups. I don't have time to train all of you. That's why we have managers. I don't have time to answer all of your questions. That's what your managers are for. And they'll come to me if they have something that they can't answer. So make sure you use your managers. Go through them. I am so happy to share all the information I have of how to make this work, of how to really speak to the masses. It is something that takes practice. You can't just sit down and be an expert. You have to practice and you have to create. If you do that, life will be good. And we'll be hanging together and working together for a very, very long time. Anyways, I'm kind of happy that I get to wake up and decide that I don't want to shower until 4 p.m. I'm kind of happy that I don't have to answer to a boss. Truth is, this gig, if you're very good at it, could give you a full income, depending on how much money you want to make. All you have to do is be dedicated. You have to gain the vision. You have to let go of yourself. And you have to be consistent. That's it. You just have to consistently work and push yourself. And the possibilities are limitless. Let me say one more thing before I let you go. I just had the biggest brain fart. It was going to be the most beautiful thing, but I totally forgot what I was going to say. If I remember, I'll post another quick little 10-second video just to annoy you all. Anyways, I am in love with this work. I'm in love with this life. I'm very excited to see what you guys come up with. The kind of content you can do is completely limitless. Don't believe the notion that everything has already been done. Even everything that's been done can be redone, and it can be redone better. Let's make some money. Let's make this happen. Merry Christmas. If you're seeing this after Christmas, Happy Valentine's. Or Independence Day. And now I'm rambling. Bye.